Hello, everybody. Welcome to my second tier list for Outdoors 2 Tacticals Challenge. The first tier list that I made for Outdoors 2 was like 5 months ago, and a lot of you guys liked that video, and I'm glad you guys liked the video because yeah, I usually don't make those kind of videos that often, but I wanted to give a shot, and I'm glad you guys like it, and especially a lot of my friends and my friend group recently have been getting into Bloat Archive. They've been asking me a lot of like questions, suggestions on like what units are good to have. So this video here will basically just be uh putting down putting down the good units that are currently good in the mid season for this current Outdoors 2 Tactical Challenge. So yeah. Anyways, um let's go ahead and get straight into the tier list here. So obviously the first character that we're gonna go ahead and put down is Marina. Marina is disgusting. Her passive skill, the immortality, like lets her basically live with like 1 HP, so she's able to like have guts. And her EX skill does like a cone like right in front of her, and it does a lot of damage. And with that, she is able to basically shred most of your backline in her radius. So basically, if Marina gets that ES skill off, she's basically just gonna one shot your whole backline, and it's just disgusting. So yeah, Marina is just probably the best unit in tactical challenges so far. So yeah, Marina is just up there. Um, yeah. Uh, Next unit, Swimsuit Ayane, really good. Her ES skill, with it being like for like a 4 cost ES skill cost, and her EX skill basically once you have her on the field, she basically will target somebody, and basically when she hits somebody is going to do like 84% like 84% on their defense. So like it'll like ignore 84% of their defense. So it is really strong. So like she basically just comes in, shoots somebody, and bursts their damage. It just says like I don't give a damn. I'm just gonna shoot these missiles at you, and you're just gonna eat it. And then she does that, and she goes away for like a very short time. Yeah, she is really good. She's accessible because she's a welfare unit, so she's really easy to get. And yeah, she's she's pretty good in most terrains. So yeah, so I'm saying Ayane really strong. Um, Definitely would say she is stronger than Iroha, but if you do have Iroha herself is also just kind of disgusting because um, once you start maxing her out and stuff, she's able to just kind of just do just disgusting damage. Like she is just really strong, especially in PVE content or just any content in general. She's just disgusting with her damage. Basically, it, basically you'll cast her on the field, which I think is like she'll have like a 7, like she has like a 7 to 6 cost, like she has like a 7 to 6 cost EX skill, and that's if you like you're like maxing her out along the way. And once you have her on the field, she'll like eventually cast like a really big shot, and then once the shot goes off, she'll like ricochet like everybody on the field, and it just does like a bajillion damage. So yeah, that pretty much what makes Iroha what makes Iroha really strong. So yeah, Iroha there is disgusting. Um, Next character up on the 1v9 bracket is Mika. Mika, everybody knows Mika for Gorilla, Gorilla Warfare, Gorilla Wife, Gorilla Princess. Literally disgusting. Just does like a casual 8 10 million damage when you do like a raid or something. It's just nothing. It's nothing. Just gotta brush it off. But yeah, she's just really strong. It's really strong, especially in PvP. She's basically once she has her uh, Ega skill, and it goes off. She just expect her to like literally just almost like kill them. Like she will literally murder somebody. Just same as I said in the first tier list or the first video I made for this tier list. She's just disgusting. She will just kill somebody. But yeah, Mika really good. Um, let's see. I think that's it for the 1v9 bracket. Unless I'm missing somebody here. Mm, nah, okay, we're good. All right, so next character I'm gonna put up here is Shun. Shun, she is kind of just a filler damage, I'll say. She just does a lot of damage. Like she has a low EA skill cost, which makes her really good. And if you read her passive skill, she basically just does more damage depending on like how big her target is, and that includes like human targets especially. So she just does a lot of damage, once you have her out on the field. And again, she has low EX skill cost, so you're just gonna expect her to get her EX skill to pop whenever you are like spectating the matches and stuff. But yeah, she's just really good. Just Lily, just like I would say, the queen of PvP of this game, because like she's just really good. Yeah, especially with Marina. So yeah, she shouldn't just good, but she won't carry you as hard as Marina. So um, yeah. Uh, next character that we're gonna put up here is Yuka. Yuka, you get her at the beginning of the game, and if you actually like get her bond accessory to 2, you basically get more evasion with her, and with more evasion, you're able to sustain longer and the tactical challenge fights. And like Yuka is just really tanky. She's just able to sustain a lot in the fight, especially if you have units to support her, like heal units. So I'll put up here like these two here, Onsen on Nadako and Sarika. These two here, they basically their job is to basically just heal you and basically keep you alive. So yeah, these are just basically sustain units, and yeah, they'll carry you. So yeah, and you're gonna see these 3 units a lot here. So Yuka, Shun, and Marina, and I'll also say yeah, and Sumitsu Ayane. So yeah, you'll see them a lot. So yeah. Uh, the next character we put up here is Tsubaki. Tsubaki is a good optional tank if you don't have Marina. She's pretty common too. She's always been there. Been the main evasion tank for PvP. So you're just gonna have to expect a Tsubaki to be there. But yeah, Tsubaki, her job is basically to she's able to taunt the enemies around her. So she basically grabs all the aggro from your enemies, and she becomes more tanky. And when she gets to really low HP, she's able to heal herself to full HP again, but only for one time during that fight. So basically, she's like a one more chance type of skill. And yeah, she's just kind of meant to be a sustained tank again, a sustained evasion tank. And that's kind of her schlick, really. And yeah, and she doesn't really do any damage, so that's her downside. So that is why she is right here. And she's also really easy to get. She's accessible through rolling and the gacha or the banners. So yeah, if you get Tsubaki, then she's literally a two star cost unit. So yeah, she's easy to get. So yeah. Uh Next character here I would put is Shiroko. We're gonna put Shiroko like right here. And Shiroko is Swimsuit Shiroko specifically is really really good. I don't have her myself. I'm so depressed. I cry about it every time. Um, sorry, but yeah, Swimsuit Shiriko, really really good. Her passive skill, she's able to uh reduce everyone in your team formations ES skill cost. So she's able to reduce all their cost, their all their ES skill costs in your party. And she is I don't really remember her ES skill that much. I'll have to look at it again, but I'm not gonna do it now. But yeah, she's just really good to have just for that. And if you don't have her if you don't have her already, then yeah, then make sure to just put her in your party and your team formation and tactical challenges, because she's just really good, especially if you have a whole team formation going on, because uh tactical challenges is about trying to burst your enemy first before they can burst you. So you want to basically kill them first before they can kill you. So that's kind of how you have to build your team and tactical challenges. It's kind of like a really shitty version of auto chess. That's the best way I can describe tactical challenges. But yeah, literally, it literally is. It literally is how it is. But yeah. Um, let's see. Next character we're gonna put up here is Udaha. Udaha, very specifically, when you get her Bond 2 accessory, she is really good because she gets three turrets. When she gets three turrets off her passive, and when you drop down a turret, you're just gonna basically have like four extra like units on the field basically, and all those turrets will just do constant damage. Like they'll just keep like chipping them down until they eventually die, and it's just it, it is just really really good. It's just Udaha is just disgusting, especially in like PVE content too. She feels so satisfying to have. Like you just like it's like, oh yes, like I have these machines in the field. Like they are just killer machines. Like this. That's basically Udaha. Like she's awesome. She's a really good unit to have in PvP. I've been using her a lot. I didn't originally put her in my first tier list that I made, but been using her a lot, and she's really good. So definitely one of my favorite units so far, and tactical challenges. But yeah, Buddha Hunt is definitely a carry unit. What the carry unit once you specifically got that Bond 2 accessory. Um, but yeah, uh, let's see here. Um, maybe okay. Let's try to put some other ones here. Iori here. I'd say she is strong. She used to be before Mika came out. She used to be a very common. You'll see a lot of Ioris. A lot of people use Ioris in their team formations, but she has dropped down a little bit because, again, new units are coming through the game, and they're just gonna get more disgusting and disgusting. So yeah, Iori is sadly dropping down, but again, she is still even if you don't have Mika, she still gets the job done. She does a lot of damage, and she has the highest accuracy I think so far in the game. So like she's able to like really shred down like evasion tanks. So that's a good side about Iori. So yeah, she has really good accuracy, and once you have her down, she goes off. So yeah, and she has a short ES skill cost, so she's really good. Um, I'll say both of Mashiros here are really good. They're basically their job is basically just do like a shit ton of single target damage. They both do the same thing. Base Mashiro does light. Summer or Swimsuit Mashiro does Mystic. Excuse me. I've been talking a lot, so I got a cough. But yeah, basically they do the same thing. Just do a lot of damage, single target. Just do a lot of single target damage. You'll see them a lot. And tactical challenges. And base Mashiro you can get through tactical challenges shop. So she is farmable if you do a lot of tactical challenges. And yeah. So let's see. Um Neru here. So I've made Neru. So I've talked about Neru in my first tier list, and Neru here is actually really strong. I wouldn't put her carried because she I believe is she's like a limited time unit. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, she I actually no, I don't think she's limited. I'll have to double check, but I don't believe it. I don't believe she is. But yeah, Neru she herself is actually pretty good. Actually I'll put her like right now. I'll check it right here. Yeah. Um yeah, Neru she's really good. She is basically I would say stronger than base Yuka without the bond to accessory. So bond to accessory, Yuka is stronger than Bunny Suit Neru, but without the bond to accessory with Yuka, Bunny Suit Neru is actually way better than bond accessory one Yuka. So yeah. Um so yeah, Neru's actually pretty good. Pretty good as a tank, surprisingly. So yeah, she's up there. I would actually put she's pretty underrated. Actually she is an underrated unit. Like you don't expect her, but she's pretty decent at her job, especially in this current terrain too. So yeah, if you don't have the Bond 2 accessory Yuka, then I actually would put Neru as an underrated unit. She's actually pretty good, and I faced against one person that actually been pretty surprised that they were able to pull off Bunny Neru. So yeah. Um, Hoshino also an underrated unit, not very common. I wouldn't say she's very good, but like if you don't have Bunny Neru, that if you don't have Bunny Neru and you don't really have that much like good like ink options, like you're trying to go a little bit off meta or something like that. Like Hoshino is an okay option, I would say. Not a very strong pick, but definitely out there for sure. Yeah, you'll definitely out there. It's kind of a niche pick. I would say more of a counter pick, probably. But yeah, she's kind of just out there. Um, yeah, underrated unit. Would definitely would say for sure. Uh, Mutsuki, New Year's Mutsuki, pretty popular. I would say you'll see her a lot. Put her right here as strong, along with New Year's Haruna here, and these two here are pretty good. You see them a lot. They're both, I believe, limited time units. So, um, if you don't have these units, they actually are pretty good to have in tactical challenges if you're going for a different type of comp with them. But yeah, these two are pretty good options here. Both of them specifically, they're both kind of the same like how I put Ashiro. Yeah, so they both do different jaws. So basically, on New Year's, Haruna she marks like everybody on the field, explodes them, does a lot of damage. And Mutsuki, she gains like imp stacks, and she does like a huge cone in front of her, and she also does like a lot of damage. So she's able to hit the back line of your enemy of the enemy's team of the enemy's formation and stuff. And yeah, it's pretty good. Uh, Nagisa here, uh, pretty strong, pretty strong. She is a light. She is a light type. So she's like a light, like damage support. So she basically drops like an AOE and does like constant damage for a pretty good amount of time. And she it does a lot of damage. So she is a pretty popular pick in tactical challenges by far. Also with made made Yuzu here. Made Yuzu, she does like an AoE. I haven't used her too much, in my opinion, or I'm sorry, my opinion. I haven't used her too much in my experience, but but so far I've seen a lot of people use her, and she's an interesting pick. She's definitely out there, especially with Nagisa here, and I think she is a optional pick if you don't have Nagisa here. So if you don't have Nagisa here, she's like if you get Nagisa through the banner, Nagisa is a not so bad pick. She is pretty strong herself, and made Yuzu. You get her through the event, through the main event, made quest event, and yeah, she's the welfare unit of that event, and she is pretty good. She's pretty good for herself. In PvP, she has a lot of presence in the rank hundreds. I've been seeing it, and yeah, uh, pretty good unit by far. Um, Himari, Himari here, pretty good support. Uh, she's definitely carried me a lot when I first did Outdoors 2, but I eventually switched it out with Udoha. But again, um, Himari is a not she's not a bad pick. She's actually a pretty good pick, in my opinion. Uh, if you want to go for a little bit of a utility, like sustain, like again, like a sustain type of comp, uh, Himari is not a bad option to have if you want to go for her, and if you have her, in your student list somewhere. So yeah, Himari is a pretty good option. And for the last two here, gonna be Wagamo and Himari, and or sorry, I like Himari, Haruna, and Wakamo and Haruna, and base Haruna, and Wakamo and Haruna. I would say they're mostly counter picks to the tanks. So uh Wakamo is pretty good at dealing with Tsubaki, and if you're going against somebody who likes using Tsubaki, and yes, Wakamo is a pretty good counter pick to Tsubaki. She'll do a lot of damage, and Haruna, kind of the same thing. Does a lot of damage. Does a lot of damage because she's able to do like a straight. She does like a straight line EX skill, and I believe it hits the back lane. I'm not sure. I don't think so, but I believe she does. And yeah, it does a good amount of damage, especially if you have her like up there, like her like 5-star unique equipment. Like I think she is not too bad, but not a really popular pick. Wouldn't really recommend it. So yeah, these two last two here, Wakamo and base Haruna, wouldn't really recommend them unless you're going something very specific. You're trying to counterpick somebody. Other than that, they're alright. They're alright. They're whatever. So, actually, I think I'll put them like right here. And yeah, I think that is it for the tier list here. So, yeah, I think this is what I have so far. Uh, what I think is pretty much the the units for this mid season of Outdoors 2. So yeah, give me just so yeah, definitely give me some feedback on what you guys think. Um, what you guys think is good for this current Outdoors 2 tablet challenges. I'd love to hear what you guys want to say about that. And yeah, just gonna go ahead and end the video here. So I will catch you guys later on the next video I make, and peace out, y'all. Have a good night.